Hey everybody, JT with Vape Stars here. Really quick, I want to let you know that I don't review a lot of variable voltage devices because honestly they're kind of expensive. The the computer, the boards that are in there, the prices really haven't gone down on those, and I can get a low price mechanical mod or atomizer a lot easier with my budget than I can a lot of these variable voltage devices. But we're going to be reviewing a variable voltage device from Inokin. It's the itaste MVP version 2.0. I'm going to have a quick vape and we'll get started. Okay, so clearly this is not your ordinary mod. It's a box shaped design. Off the bat, well built. Comes in a nice packaging, nice presentation. You've got some literature in there, some manuals, some basic how-tos. Comes with an Inokin iClear 30 Clearamizer tank. And it also comes with a really cool looking charging cable. This is where we're going to start with this device. It's a 2600 milliamp hour or mAh rated battery internally. Okay? You don't have to take batteries out to charge them. You simply plug this unit up to its charging cable. It's a micro USB charging port on the device, and plug it up to a wall block in your house that accepts USB or your laptop computer. So it will charge. It's a pass-through device. So as you're charging, you can vape on it. That's a handy feature. One of the really great things in my mind, and I'll go ahead and tell you, 99.999% of the time I'm using this, it's to charge my phone. And that's an awesome feature. It's a great feature. You simply will reverse that. You will run the USB end to the USB port on the device. Okay? There's an on-off switch. And that's not to vape. That's for the battery output. So you're using some of this battery power and you're sending it to another device. The charging cable it comes with has an iPhone connector, a mini USB, and a micro USB. So in emergency, that's where this really shines. In an emergency, your phone is about to die, you need help, you need to call somebody, you can't get to a regular phone charger. This saves you, and this puts a quick charge on your phone and allows you to not have a dead phone. It's not going to fully charge your phone, in my experience at least. But like I said, in a pinch, it definitely gets you by. I throw this in my book bag every day when I go to school. I'm really bad about letting my phone die. So, it's variable voltage from 3.3 to 5 volts. Variable wattage as well from 6 to 11 volts. The version 2.0 has an ohm reader built in. So you will attach an atomizer, hold down both buttons, and it'll read that resistance of your atomizer, which is really cool. That's a nice feature. The screen, blue LED, doesn't show up good on camera. Very easy to read. I like that. It's ego threaded and 510. Okay. Here's where I started having problems. When I first got it, the first thing I threw on there was a regular old CE4 clearamizer, ego threaded clearamizer. Very basic, very popular. I screwed it on there. This one does work, okay, but 2 out of the first 5 CE4 clearamizers I tried on this unit did not fire. Would not read. It read no atomizer attached. I was a little upset. I tried different brands of CE4. I got a an Aspire bottom coil tank. Looks really good, right? It's gonna match that so well. Was really excited to try this Clearamizer tank on the MVP. Doesn't read. That's not cool. So the mini Aspire bottom coil Clearamizer tank. Oh, that's ego threaded. That'll definitely fire. So we put that on here. Doesn't read, doesn't fire. I put a rebuildable on here, which should make no difference. The coil on that atomizer, as long as it's at a resistance high enough to fire on that device, it shouldn't matter if it's a rebuildable or not. The Nimbus didn't fire, didn't read. The iGo W didn't fire, didn't read. Quite a few things I put on this device did not pick up, did not register, did not fire at all. There's no adjustment to that top contact there. So what am I looking at? Grinding that down a little bit to make things that should work on it work? Nope. Not interested in that at all. To be fair, I posted about this on Instagram. A lot of people had some advice, some tips and tricks on how to do it. I appreciate the advice, but no. I'm not willing to modify something that I picked up with the main purpose for review, to get it to function with an atomizer or clearamizer that is made for this type of device, right? I borrowed one from a friend. Okay, surely that was a fluke. Surely the one I had was just a weird length there. Nope, same issues. Same atomizers don't read, don't fire on this one. So, not to be super negative, if you like the Anakin iClear 30 that comes with it, awesome. You're awesome, you're awesome. There is really no doubt in my mind that every iClear 30 is going to fire on this device. But if you have a lot of other clearamizers, atomizers, different things like that, you have to consider that some of them might not work. You know, I'm not saying that all of them won't. I'm not saying that I didn't get 2 units with a weird thing going on. But maybe the other 1,000 or so units that were manufactured are perfect, and I just got the only 2 bad ones. It's just something to consider. A BCC Mini, pretty standard ego threaded clearamizer, doesn't fire, doesn't read. So just things that I think would make a lot of sense to use on this device. I've run into them and they don't work, they don't fire. So it becomes a phone charger. It becomes a battery backup device. Anyway, those are some things I ran into. I had to mention them because somebody, you know, that only has 1 or 2 atomizers at all orders this and gets it and it won't fire on those. That's bad. That's not a good thing. So research it, try it in your shop, contact the vendor, make sure you can return it if it doesn't work with your atomizers, or be willing to go get a different atomizer, whatever works better for you. I had to relay that information. Try not to be super negative about it, but I wasn't pleased with that, to be honest with you. Otherwise, it's got some cool features. As you're vaping, the color that lights up around the button will change. It'll let you know where your charge is. You're vaping, it turning green, you're good. You've got a good charge. As it turns yellow, you're starting to get about halfway charged, and red, you know it's about time to charge that unit again. That's it, man. Like I said, there's a lot of information out about this device, so this isn't the end-all be-all, and I didn't even dive super deep into this, but you've got the basics. It's got a couple really cool features. In my mind, it kind of fails on that top connection. You know, have it be adjustable or have it shorter. Do something so it's more standard and fires on different atomizers, but that might not matter at all to you. You might use an atomizer that works perfectly on there. But anyway, I mentioned it. That's it. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next